Hello and welcome back to the Newcastle United career on Football Manager 2021. This is episode number 7, and in today's episode we've got 2 Premier League games and we've also got a Carabao Cup quarter final. First match we're playing against is Leeds United. We'll be playing at home in a couple of days' time. Currently sits 6th in the table at the minute, so we had I think episode 5 we had some really good form. I think we won 4 games and we had 5 undefeated, and then we played Chelsea and then City. We were defeated in both those games. We got a win against West Brom, thank God. But we're currently sitting in a nice place in the table, 12 games in, but not looking to slow down. We've got Leeds United next, so that should be hopefully a comfortable 3 points. Saying that, they've done really well in real life so far. They look like they're a really hard team to play against, so that could be replicated in the save itself. Following the last episode, Matt Ritchie here, he got into the team of the week. He scored a brace against West Brom, 2 really nice goals. So I'll be looking to give Matt Ritchie some more game time, it seems. I'll probably play him against Leeds because he's in some good form at the minute, and I'm going to need to rotate the squad because we've got a couple of games quite close together. We've got Leeds on the 16th, and then on the 19th, only 2 days later, we have Everton. And then 4 days later we've got West Ham, so I'm going to look to rotate the squad and try and keep some players fit for that. Man United are going on a bit of a roll here. They're turning over. They've been undefeated so far, 10 wins, 2 draws, the 2 draws to Wolves and West Ham, but their form is quite impressive. They're 4 points ahead of Liverpool. Wolves, they were up in top a couple of match days ago, and now they're back in 5th. So United are looking to be the title contenders for this season, which is a far cry from what they are in real life. This is going to be the team that I'm going to use against Leeds United. We're going for a balanced 4-4-2, nothing too different. I've made a couple of changes from the last game. Dwight Gale's going to start his first match of the season. He's not got the most sharpness, so he'll probably be subbed off by probably Joelinton, I'm guessing. I think, yeah, Joelinton. I've got Dubravka in net as a standard now. Left back Jamal Lewis, centre back Shaw and Fernandez. Jamal Lascelles has picked up a suspension because of too many yellow cards. We've got Yedlin at right back. Matt Ritchie's retained his spot after a really good performance against West Brom with Shelvey, Hendrick and St Maximin also in the midfield. St Maximin, of course, coming back from that small injury. He's going to start getting some games now. Again, get his sharpness up. And then obviously Dwight Gale up front with Callum Wilson as the 2 men up top. Leeds United's team looks fairly standard for what we could expect, with the addition of another centre-back. I'm not sure who this guy is, Louise. I'll have to look into him afterwards. It must be a new signing. Will be quite a close match, I'd imagine. Newcastle, we're currently in 7th and Leeds are in 9th. So they're probably looking to overtake us on the table. Just going to use the gestures and ask the lads to show me what they can do. Some motivation, a lot of composure. It's not the worst you can expect, but hopefully the lads are pumped up for a good game today. Leeds United lining up in what looks like a 4-3-3 or maybe a 4-1-2-1-2. Kick off on yet another rainy day here on Tyneside. Free kick for Leeds. It's headed away by Fabian Schär. Callum Wilson has it now. He's going to drive his team up the pitch. Going wide right. He hasn't got many bodies in the box. He's got to look for the cross. It's deflected to Click. And Robert Koch clears up the pitch. Yedlin's played a ball to St Maximin. He's got the pace, he's got the burners. He's got to look for a cross across the box, and Dwight Gale's trying to slide up the ball. Callum Wilson's shot, it's deflected. Callum Wilson's trying to pass back, but Leeds players have gotten in the way. Leeds through here, Dallas looking for Rodrigo. He's headed down to Koch. And Koch's gone for a shot. The centre-back trying effort against Dubravka, but Dubravka is an easy save as he launches it up the pitch looking for Callum Wilson. Rodrigo to Phillips. Phillips looking for the shot and he's just dragged it wide. A lot of power but not a lot of accuracy. Phillips. He's tackled by Shelvey. Shelvey plays to Dwight Gale, who's beat his defender. Looking for the options in the box. He's taking it wide. but it's been tackled by Llorente. Newcastle counter-attacking really well, just letting Leeds dominate possession. Dropping back and defending as a good unit. A good cross in for Bamford, but Dubravka saves. Shelvey. Shelvey finds Dwight Gale through the gap. Dwight Gale shoots, but it's another good save. Half time at St James's Park. Still 0-0. We've been dominated by Leeds, but we've had a really solid defence. Just need to create more chances in the second half. Second half started. Leeds have made one change. It appears they're going for maybe a back three, or I'm not sure. They brought on an attacker for a defender, and we've changed to a positive mentality, trying to attack a little bit more. Still sticking with the same system though. Luke Ayling evading the challenge, but Fabian Schär putting a good foot in. Finding Dwight Gale. And Dwight Gale loses defender. Looks for the pass to Matt Ritchie. He's in a little bit of space. Tackled, but Dwight Gale's there to receive the ball. Callum Wilson to St Maximin to Dwight Gale. Dwight Gale saved again, but it's a free kick to Leeds as Dwight Gale was in an offside position. Corner to Leeds. Hernandez finds the back post. Roberts heads it straight into Dubravka's hands. Long ball from Dubravka. Good touch from Dwight Gale. Matt Ritchie's now got the ball on the left. He's got to look for the cross maybe. Finds the cross at the back stick. Dwight Gale heads it down for Jonjo Shelvey, who hits the crossbar. Calvin Phillips now with the ball. He's got to look to start a counter-attack for Leeds. Hernandez, 35 years old. He hasn't got the most pace, but he is good on the ball. He's the most creative player. Phillips back over to Ayling, who's pushed up on this right-hand side. Cross it to the box. Finds no one except Rodrigo, who's taking it back to Dallas. Newcastle throw now. Jamal Lewis up to Dwight Gale. Matt Ritchie's tucking into that space as a sort of inverted winger. Over to St Maximin. Good ball to Callum Wilson. Callum Wilson scores. It's 1-0 to Newcastle. Really nice piece of play there. Alan St Maximin finding the short pass to Callum Wilson, who has the composure to just put it across the goalkeeper into the far corner. Matt Ritchie does well there to pick out the pass to Alan St Maximin. It's not an easy ball, that. And Callum Wilson, cool as you like, bottom left corner, 1-0. What can Leeds bring out the bag now? Phillips tries a long ball, but Yedlin intercepts it. He plays it to St Maximin, who puts one man on the floor. He's still got the ball. He puts another on the floor. He's still going. There's one more on the floor, but he can't quite get the ball away, and that's a corner kick to Newcastle, it seems. Dwight Gale can't quite get the ball in the back of the net. Leeds playing out from the back. Stuart Dallas on the ball. St Maximin, good tackle from him. He's run straight through the defence. He's gone for the shot and he slotted it past the goalkeeper. Really cool finish for his 5th goal of the season. Alan St Maximin making it 2-0 for Newcastle. Really good piece of press and play. Tackles Dallas. He gets tripped up, but he still keeps running. Runs straight through the defence. And he just has a nice little dainty finish into the bottom right corner. Gale tries the long ball to find Wilson. Rafinha. Bamford. Bamford goes for the cross to Hernandez on the far side of the box. Plays it back to Phillips, who has a ranged effort, but Fernandez is there to clear it away. Ryan Fraser's now on the pitch. I've taken Matt Ritchie off. He was looking a bit tired. So Ryan Fraser's now come on at the left mid spot for our first substitution. Leeds playing a lot of vertical balls down the channels. Phillips to Hernandez. Hernandez is going to try and play a ball into the box, but it didn't quite work out, and Newcastle can maybe start something as Gale sets off Callum Wilson. He's got a man on him. Callum Wilson bursts past one. Plays it back to St Maximin. St Maximin goes for a ranged effort, but it's right down the middle of the goalkeeper. Fernandez finds Shelvey. Plays to Hendrick, but Hendrick finds Wilson. Wilson plays it out wide for Allen. Big touch from Allen. He tries to cross it back. He's still got the ball, and Shelvey heads it towards the goal. It's a good save from the Leeds goalkeeper, Mesila. Roberts feeds it back to Hernandez, and Lewis clears it for Leeds to collect and recycle. Almiron's got the ball. He plays it to Callum Wilson. Callum Wilson's now going to run with it. He's beat the defence, just one-on-one with the keeper, and he runs it straight past the goalkeeper. 2 goals for Callum Wilson, 3-0 to Newcastle. Really good solo effort there. No one would have expected him to pick the ball up in his own half. He's beat one defender. The other defender's too busy marking Dwight Gale, and instead of just pushing it past the goalkeeper, he waits for the goalkeeper to commit. He then moves the ball around him and just simply places it into the goal. Final substitution of Isaac Hayden has been made in place of Hendrick. Fraser Finds Almiron. Almiron finds Callum Wilson. Can Callum Wilson get his hat-trick? Yes, he can! A Callum Wilson hat-trick. 4-0 against Leeds United. And an absolute curb stomping from the Tyneside team. Fraser, with an inch-perfect pass over to Almiron, simply lays it off for Callum Wilson, and Callum Wilson beats the keeper at his near post. Emphatic from Newcastle United. Another free kick for John Joe Shelvey. Hits the wall this time. Fabian Schär's got to run wide to collect. It's tackled by Stuart Dallas. It's a throw-in for Newcastle. Leeds United potentially looking to score a consolation here. Not if Fabian Schär's anything to say about it. Fraser still retains the ball. Dwight Gale maybe hasn't scored a goal or two. Good ball to Fraser. Fraser hits it off the keeper and onto the crossbar. Hayden with a sliding challenge. Good tackle. As that's full-time whistle, and Leeds United have been defeated 4-0 by Newcastle. Callum Wilson with a 9.0 and 3 goals. He's surely deserved the man of the match with I think that's the first hat-trick of the save. Absolutely incredible stuff. Massive convincing win there for Newcastle. That hat-trick puts Callum Wilson as the top goal scorer this season with 6 goals, which is quite respectable. Played really well in that game against Leeds. We've got a quick turnaround before we play Carlo Ancelotti's Everton, which will no doubt be another tough side. We currently sit in 6th after that victory, above Arsenal, but Arsenal do have a game in hand. We need to just kickstart this form again. 2 defeats, we've got 2 wins, 2 really big wins. Can we do the same against Everton? Just got a training report here for Joelinton, and I did say at the start of the save that I wanted to work on Joelinton's shooting. As he's got decent mentality, good mental stats. And his physicals aren't too bad either, but it's just his technical. As a striker, you need to be able to put the ball in the net, and he's finishing and he's shooting just lacks. So I'm going to add additional shooting focuses to his training and try and get that bumped up. This will be our lineup against Everton, away at Goodison Park. We've got Dubravka in net, Lewis, Fernandez and Lascelles as centre backs with Yedlin at right back. Fraser starts with Almiron this game, with St Maximin on the bench. Longstaff and Hayden are partner in the midfield, with Joelinton up front and Wilson. Wilson, of course, scoring a hat-trick last game, so he's in good form. Hopefully he can do some more damage. Boys looking good, stepping out in the Goodison with that black and white. And yet another rainy day here in England. I suppose it is December in the save, so we can't really expect much. Nice pass to Sean Longstaff, who's going to try and play a ball to Almiron. I thought that was a shot. Almiron finds a cross, but Keane heads it away. Almiron plays a nice cute ball over to Fraser, who intercepts it. Back to Jamal Lewis, who goes for the shot, and it just screams wide. He's getting pressured by 2 players. Decore has the ball, but Fraser wins it back. The little wee man. He's pushed centrally. He's taking it for a good run, and Decore tackles him, but it looks like it's a foul. It could be a penalty. Fraser isn't a very big guy, so he does go down quite easily. Penalty has been awarded. Callum Wilson will take. It's a good penalty. Takes Pickford the wrong way. 1-0 to Newcastle away at Goodison. Fraser will take. Keane, very dominant in the air, heads it away. Set pieces just aren't our strong suit, it seems. I might have to look for some maybe taller players in the window. Decent strike from Allen. Doesn't really challenge Dubravka though. So yeah, I think taller players might be on the agenda as well. Maybe a taller defender or taller centre mid, or someone with a bit of height just to win these aerial battles, because I still haven't scored a corner in this save, I don't believe. Allen, really good signing for them in real life. He's really made a lot of difference, especially for the defensive solidity of Everton. Good ball over to Sigurdsson, touched it down to Decore. Allen, the midfield 3 working really well. He slots a passing for Richarlison. Richarlison tries to squeeze it past Dubravka. Yedlin clears it away for safety, with Joelinton running the ball out of play. Throw in for Everton. End of the first half. It's headed away by Sean Longstaff, who seems to be having a decent game. Decore at Holgate. Holgate's gone for an effort, but it's not on target. It's what you would expect from a centre-back. And that takes us to half-time. It's not really been an eventful first half. Newcastle have had the 1 goal, but Everton have had a lot more chances. We just seem to be able to defend really well, and Dubravka is making all the difference in goal. They're currently operating at a 7.0. All we need to do now is keep going, score some more goals, and make sure we seal the win. Fraser. He's done well to evade his man. He's got to keep going. He's gone for the shot, but that was poor. Really bad. I don't know what it is with some of our players taking shots. They just can't seem to hit the target. James gives it to Doucouré. James with that left foot. He tries to find Allen, but it's been intercepted. Joelinton now. He's beat the defence. He's one-on-one with the goalkeeper, and he finds it. 2-0 Joelinton. Really nice composed finish there. Love to see him do more of that in real life. It was a good interception from Almiron. Good pass from Sean Longstaff up to Wilson, who lays it off for Joelinton. Joelinton has the pace to beat Michael Keane, and he simply just places it past Jordan Pickford. T-Rex arms didn't know what hit him. It's a free kick now. Hammer's going to take it with his left foot. It's bounced off what looks like the back of Keane's head, and Dubravka with a really crucial save there to stop the shot from going in. Fernandez really strong in the box. Good at the aerials. Joelinton now with it again, but Sigurdsson tackles him. But it looks like it was a foul. Lascelles will take this free kick. Plays it to Fraser. Almiron back to Hayden. Hayden plays one over the top to Almiron, who goes for the shot, but he just misses the target. He might have had a better chance if he just put it into the box and let someone else sort of tap it in. Hayden now finds a ball to Lewis, back to Joelinton. Joelinton lays it off for Wilson. Almiron goes for the shot. Joelinton might have had a better chance if he just shot there instead of passing it back. Doucouré back to Allen. Finds a long ball out to Holgate. Plays across the edge of the box. James now with his left foot, and he's placed it in the net. James Rodriguez's first goal. Dubravka looks absolutely fuming with his defence. Good ball from Holgate to find Allen. Allen to James, and Dubravka was just unsighted. He couldn't quite see where the ball was going to come from. It's unlucky to concede that. Sean Longstaff looking for a quick response. He's played a tidy ball to Almiron, who's kept it in. Almiron's played back to Sean. Sean struck one on the volley. Good save from Pickford. That would have been an incredible goal. Second substitution, I've brought John Joe Shelvey on for Hayden. Hayden had a yellow card, so John Joe Shelvey's now playing in a deep line playmaker role. Looking to break up plays as he goes for a sliding challenge, and he blocks Davies from getting a shot off. Really good defensive work. Final substitution, Javier Manquillo on at right back. Fernandez headed that ball over the top to Dubravka, who was able to collect it. St. Maximin, Joelinton. St. Maximin goes for the shot, and it's a good save from Pickford. Had a leap all the way across the face of his goal to reach that. Digne now plays up the line to Davies. Davies in a bit of space, he's able to run. He's past the midfield. He's on the edge of the box. He's gone for the shot, but Shelvey's done well to recover his position and block the shot. So Maximin. He's going to dribble with the ball a bit. It's right on the other side of the pitch, and that is the full-time whistle. 2-1 to Newcastle at Goodison Park. A really good result. 2 goals from the 2 front men. Joelinton starting to get a bit of goal scoring form as well. We've got some good goal scorers in this team. Something I was a little concerned about when I first started the save. I was wondering if maybe I need to bring in some new strikers to play alongside Callum Wilson, but it doesn't appear that we need to. There's goals all over the pitch for us. Dwight Gale is taken ill. He's not injured, he's taken ill. He could be out for quite a few days though, with the flu. Inverted commas. Could be the flu, could be something else, who knows. What I like with this is it gives you the options. You can either treat him in club with the club doctor, or treat him at the club, which will obviously it'll be quicker, it'll take less time, but you have the chance to actually spread it to more of your players. Whereas if you send him home, he'll be out for more days, but you don't risk any more players contracting what he's got. And I think the safest option would be to send him home. We've got depth at striker. We don't really need Dwight Gale right now. I mean, we have got some congested fixtures. If we have a look, this is just typical of December. I mean, we've played 4 games already, but we have West Ham, and then we have West Ham again 2 days later, and then 2 days later after that, we have Sheffield United, and then another couple of days after that, we have Brighton. So we're playing 4 games in the space of what is about 2 weeks. So we do need the depth, but Dwight Gale, I'm not going to risk it. I'm going to send you home, fella. West Ham appear to be favourites in this clash in the Carabao Cup quarter-final. I'd love to prove them wrong. They have been in some really good form though, in the past 5 games especially. So it's going to be a tasty fixture. 3 Newcastle players making it into this team's team of the week now. Callum Wilson, Joelinton and Alan St-Maximin, our attackers, and they deserve it. They've been scored so many goals. So many more goals than I was expecting, especially using our system of sitting back and counter-attacking. It's really impressive. Other Carabao Cup fixtures coming up. We've got Fulham versus Reading and then Watford versus Liverpool. I'm going to make a prediction. I'm going to say Fulham is going to beat Reading, and obviously Liverpool will probably beat Watford as well. But I'm up for surprises. And surprised I am. Reading has beat Fulham on penalties. Liverpool beat Watford 2-0, which is predictable. But this means that we could either be facing Liverpool or Reading, or maybe I think there's another match going on. But I'd love to face Reading in the semi-final to get us into the final, where it'll probably be either Liverpool or United, I'm guessing, as the opponent. So fingers crossed we can draw Reading. Line up against West Ham is going to be as follows: Carl Darlow in net, as opposed to Dubravka. I'm going to use Darlow as the sort of cup goalkeeper now that Dubravka's back for the main, for the Premier League. Jamal Lewis, Fabian Schär, Fernandes and Yedlin as the backline. Again, Jamal Lascelles is suspended for this game. I think he got a Carabao Cup suspension for too many yellow cards as well. Fraser at left mid with Sean Longstaff, Isaac Hayden as the ball-winning midfielder, and Miguel Almiron with Joelinton and Wilson up top. I'm actually going to switch Joelinton to a deep line attacking forward, like so. So this is going to be the team. The bench: Martin Dubravka, Manquillo, Ritchie, Carroll, St-Maximin, Matty Longstaff and Hendrick. So this is going to be the team that we're going to use. West Ham's danger men: Said Benrahma, Mikel Antonio, and Thomas Soucek. He could also be a danger to us. He's very good in the air, and he always seems to just score goals every game from what I've seen, or every other game. He's just always there in the right place at the right time. Jared Bowen starts on the bench with the addition of Craig Dawson in defence, right back it appears. So let's hope for a win against David Moyes' side. Fingers crossed. Got to go with a fist pump here. West Ham have won 4 out of their 5 games, but if we perform our best, we can deny them here. It'd be cool to do that. Andy Carroll showing some aggression there. You love that from Wandy. Isaac Hayden's going to have the captain's armband today. Do you see him as a leader? Yes, I do. I know I can rely on him. West Ham line up with a 5-2-3, it seems, with 5 at the back. And obviously Newcastle with our 4-4-2. Very traditional, but very effective. Kick off here at the London Stadium on yet another rainy day. It just absolutely pisses it down, it seems, in December in England. There's not a lot going on in the first half here. 20 minutes in, this is the first major highlight. Dubravka looks long for Callum Wilson. West Ham win it back, and Benrahma here on the edge of the box. He's gone for the shot, and it's 1-0 West Ham. Really nice shot from Benrahma as he celebrates off there with the cartwheel. Mark Noble finding Benrahma. Benrahma has the space to operate. He's not closed down very well. He's got 2 men on him. Dubravka stretches out, but he just can't reach that effort as it curls into the far corner. 1-0 West Ham. Switches to a positive mentality. West Ham with the corner. Haller to Dawson. And it's squeezed in by Sebastian Haller. 2 goals in the space of 3 minutes. It's really not looking good. Got to demand more from the team because this is not acceptable. Sebastian Haller wins it. Dawson shoots it, bounces off the defender, but Haller's just there to tap it in. Got a Newcastle throw here, looking to rectify the situation. It's tackled by Masuaku, boots it long, only as far as Fernandes. Sean Longstaff finds Almiron. Almiron takes a shot, but it's just over the bar. Deep free kick here for West Ham. Benrahma takes it over the top for Antonio, and Antonio scores. 3-0 to West Ham. It's an absolute pummeling here in the first half. Really nice free kick over the top. It dips right to Antonio's foot as he hits it on the volley. Carl Darlow had no chance. Newcastle. Almiron. Sean Longstaff. Plays it out wide for Yedlin. Gets there. Plays a cross into the box, but Antonio claims it. Clears it. All the way back to Schär. Schär to Hayden. Hayden to Wilson. Wilson to Joelinton. Joelinton back to Sean Longstaff. Sean Longstaff looking for a pass. Can't get past the blockade of West Ham players, and Antonio is on a break. He's through. He looks to shoot, but it's a good save from Darlow as he hits it over the goal. Half time at the London Stadium, not been a good half for us. Absolutely dominated. 11 shots to 4, 3 goals down, and they've all been decent goals. Maybe that second goal where Haller just taps it in, we could have done better defensively, but all the other goals were just really well played by West Ham. I think before we start in the second half, I'm going to change our tactic. We're going for the 4-4-2 for the 4-2-3-1. Just because West Ham are sitting back the way they do and they're just absorbing all of our attacks, I think we have extra men forward sort of in this area. So I'm going to have Almiron as a cam in behind Wilson. We've got the wingers there. I think this could help us maybe break through. Here we go, second half kicks off. We've got a lot of ground to make up. And more here. Antonio. So strong and fast. Little interplay here from the West Ham players. Antonio's gone for the shot. Haller's gone for another shot, but it's blocked. Antonio's just walked the ball out on the net. This defending is absolutely shambolic. What is going on? 4-0 here against West Ham. Mark Noble here winning possession against Joelinton, who's now been playing out wide as a winger. Good sliding challenge from Sean Longstaff to win the ball back. Can Newcastle create something? Almiron, he's gone for the shot and it's just not even on target. Free kick here for Newcastle. Fabian Schär takes it, goes long to Almiron, trying to replicate something that West Ham did earlier in the match, but just hasn't happened. And yet another deep free kick. Hayden over to Joelinton. Joelinton, good touch in the box, good shot. Joelinton scores. He's back into the game here for Newcastle. About 30 minutes left on the clock. Can we make up the ground? Good chest down from Joelinton, and the strike was just no stopping that. Coming towards the end of the match here, we just haven't created anything. Giving the ball away to West Ham again. They've just been the better team. Syed Benrahma, he's been taken out by Isaac Hayden for a free kick, and this will be the last act of the game. It's all over. West Ham 4, Newcastle 1. We've been knocked out of the Carabao Cup for a really woeful performance. Isaac Hayden picking up the best performer of the team. Joelinton with 1 goal, but it just wasn't enough. And with that really disappointing performance, that's the end of this episode. Next episode we will face West Ham again in the Premier League and hope to exact some revenge. Currently sitting 10th, we're in 5th. So it's now up to us to right some wrongs and keep the fans happy. I hope you've enjoyed this episode, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.